Our country needs us today to take every possible action to ensure that we protect the lives and property of our people. The security challenges are deep, and therefore we need very profound steps. We should not shy away from expenditures as far as the protection of lives and the properties of Nigerian citizens are concerned. Where we feel we must improve the funding of our security agencies, we should do so. Nothing places and sustains legitimacy of any government than the protections of life and property of citizens. So this work is so important to us in the legislature, and I believe that at the end of the day, we will make such decisions that are consequential, decisions that will produce the desired outcomes. We cannot resolve the issues alone, of course. We have to work with the executive arm of government, but at the risk of speaking for the executive, from our meeting with Mr. President yesterday, we are on the same page. The executive is also prepared to ensure that the security situation in this country is improved and life is protected. Today, Nigeria loses lives on almost daily basis. Kidnappings and the activities of bandits have characterized our lives. This is not acceptable. And as representatives of the people, the least we can do is to do what we are trying to do. And whatever we resolve, it should be our desire, it should be our collective responsibility to ensure that we are able to have the roadmap properly implemented. They are under every possible obligation to cooperate, give all the necessary information that is required, because the role we are trying to play is to be a clinic to the security situation. And until you are able to tell your doctor, your medical doctor, your ailment, the prescription could go the wrong way. So please, we don't want a situation where security agencies will hoard information away from us. We are serving the same people. And what we are trying to do is to support our security agencies to function optimally. The Constitution guarantees protection of the life and property of every Nigerian, and the government's commitment to uphold same is not in doubt nor in question. It is well known that security sector governance aims at elaborating rules that set standards for states and human security by applying the principle of good governance to the security sector. This makes security provision, oversight, and management more effective and more accountable within the framework of democratic civilian control. It means that institutions fulfill their respective roles and responsibilities to a high professional standard based on good security sector governance standard and best practices as done all over the world. Certain fundamental principles must be adhered to in order to ensure that the provision of security is underpinned by democratic values. The legislature also further seeks a security sector reform that will transform the security sector and assign roles and responsibilities in a manner that is consistent with democratic norms and the principles of good governance. These principles include respect for the rule of law, transparency, accountability, and public trust. Our country must initiate the process to formulate or reorientate the policies, structures, and capacities of institutions and groups engaged in the security sector in order to make them more effective, more efficient, accountable, and responsive to democratic control and to the security and justice needs of our people. We must recognize the interrelationships between the qualities of security sector governance within the context of sustainable development, as no nation can develop in an environment of perverse insecurity. All hands must be on deck to contribute towards ensuring good security sector governance that will promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels.